Hi folks, welcome to this Video Some Frontier video. My name is Jay Wakefield, and today I'm going to show you something a wee bit special. Here's a Packard Bell Windows XP era laptop computer. But this isn't just any Packard Bell. This is a Packard Bell iGo. It's the iGo 6000, model number J6N. And it's a wee bit special, actually. I do believe this is one of the higher end machines that Packard Bell at the time made. This has a mobile Intel Pentium 4, 2.0 GHz. I think it came with 256 megabytes of RAM at the time, but I upgraded it to 512 megs, just so it would run a wee bit better. And it's got a 40 gig hard drive in it. I don't know what it came with originally because it didn't come with a hard drive, but I put a 40 gig in it. Came with a DVD-ROM drive, but I put a DVD-ROM CD writer drive because the original drive broke. And as more observant of you will know, this was the machine that featured in my musical stiction video last year. But it's occurred to me that I've never actually made a video of this machine. So I thought I would do that now. And because it's a Windows XP machine, I thought I would do that and take you through the process which you would go through to install Windows POS Ready 2009. Yes, I am upgrading it. So let's have a look at this machine. On the front, you've got speakers, then you've got an IEEE 1394 Firewire port, mini Firewire, headphone microphone socket, a physical volume knob, and a right speaker, so you've got the two, so you've got stereo sound, because yay, stereo! And then on the right hand side, you've got the optical drive, like I said, CDRW DVD-ROM combi drive! And then on the rear of the machine, we have power, we have PS2 mouse keyboard port, USB, hang on a minute, wait a minute. 3 of them. Yeah, there's just one random USB port just sat there on its own. 3 USB ports. IEEE RS-232 serial port, VGA. IEEE 1284 parallel port, modem and Ethernet, a vent, and a Kensington. And on the other side, you have another vent, 2 PCMCIA Type 2 or 1 Type 1 slot, and a floppy drive, which makes this a tri-spindle device. And that's just brilliant, isn't it? Unfortunately, the battery on this is toast. I wouldn't mind getting it rebuilt, so I'm going to have to see if there's any shops in Aberdeen that will rebuild the battery for me. Because, yay, battery rebuilding! And also, I would like to see if I can buy an original restore disc. Or maybe not, because I plan to upgrade this to POS Ready 2009. And let's have a look at the design of this. It's got a beautiful 15-inch screen. It's got the mid-2000s Packard Bell logo. So, not Face of Technology, I'm sad to say, Billy. An iGo plate there. And it's got lots of keys. You've got pause, rewind. You've got stop, rewind, play, pause, fast forward, mail, and internet, and then you've got a power button. But have a look at this. I love this because it's kind of a clear, it's kind of a translucent plastic over the silver. So if you have a look at the Pentium 4 Mobile and Windows XP stickers, they look like they're floating on the top of the case. That shadow. Look! It's floating in the air.
That's nice.
That's nice. That's nice. Hey,
That's nice.
today we have an Elmo and a coat.
Yay.
Yay, Elmo, yay, coat.
Such enthusiasm, so amazed, wow. Wow.
And now we're going to switch.
I'm a coat hanger.
He's a coat hanger. Yeah, he's an Al Coates. Yeah, he's a town in Ayrshire.
Oh, coat the coat hanger.
Oh, coat the coat.
Oh, captain, my captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain! Right. And now we're going to switch this on. Hooray! Hooray! I love...
Yay!
Yeah, I can make some spaghetti meatballs and junk. Yay! So I've accidentally booted this the wrong way. I thought that would...
That's not how you put a Packard Bell.
Apparently not.
You're supposed to try and put a floppy in the fake floppy slot.
Yeah, watch Luke Miller's latest video. Well, there's a real floppy slot in this thing, so I've got somewhere to put my 3.5-inch floppy. Oh my! So this is very different to the installer for Windows XP. It's booting up the embedded environment, starting installation environment. Very, very admin friendly. It's not proper if it's not an environment. So let's talk about the environment. Oh wait, that's the Green Party. Oh well, I am a liberal, as you found out in my last video. At which point Luke...
Jay, don't be such a liberal and hard reset your computer.
Hard reset my computer. Okay, I've done it. And the screen just derped there. There we go. I've hard reset the computer. As soon as I press...
No, this is how you do it. See? Oh, it didn't launch. Never mind. He just disappointed many viewers. That was the most like unenthusiastic moment of my life. Like, oh, it didn't work.
No. You ejected a floppy disk. Hooray!
Yeah, it's like this. Let's do it. Hooray!
It's like when they were running through. It's like when they legalized tasers in the UK. I saw on the local news a police training exercise, and it was in Yorkshire. It was like, pretend confrontation. It was like, oh, come here, you taser. That is so unenthusiastic. It's like taser.
Hey man, check it out. I got a taser. Well, here's a better floppy drive without a bezel.
All right, now we're gonna launch a floppy disk.
Oh, that's nice. Would that come out of it like a? It came out of a Dell. Yeah, that's what I thought. Aww.
That's because you're pointing it up the way.
You could be like B. Bishop. Be like Brandon Bishop in that video going, oh.
Ah.
You know what? Wait. I got a surefire way to make this happen.
And now, as you can... yeah. You need a broken parallel part zip drive so you can just use it to launch zip disks. As you can see, you got the Windows XP splash screen there. Nearly said, did I just say Windows XP? Did I just say Windows XP splosh screen? The splosh screen. Splash. You got the Windows XP splosh screen. And that CD-ROM drive's going at it. So this is a Packard Bell iGo. Where does it go? iGo where? It's not spelled iGo as in the Toyota iGo, A-Y-G-O. It's spelled I-G-O. iGo. Oh, good.
I think it's time for a new webcam.
Randy thinks it's time for a new webcam. Why is that one tinged yellow?
No, it gives off a high-pitched frequency.
No! That's awful! It's like...
I know what Luke was talking about, because you put your ear up to the webcam and you can hear.
That's
Yeah, it happens to mine too.
that's horrible.
That's horrible.
These,
I'm probably gonna pick up another one.
these fries are horrible.
These fries are horrible. I'm not gonna get the same webcam because mine just autofocuses all the time and that's fucking annoying.
Well, I'm using the HD.
The Powerback Galaxy.
I'm using the Microsoft HD 3000. I quite like that.
I'm using a LifeCam Cinema HD and it has derpy autofocus if you don't clean the lens. I'm using an okay cam as you can. Well, no, I can't see it. Dang it.
No. So we can choose an interactive or an unattended setup here, and this is quite good. If you have an answer file, it's a good way to deploy, quickly deploy, run unattended installs of Windows Embedded POS Ready 2009. So we're going to go for the interactive setup because I don't have an answers file. Right, I'm going to need a product key here, so I'll just pause the video while I get it sorted, type it in, and then we'll continue. No reason, an alarm clock set to 6:36. Read of that what you will. Read of that what you will. I'm saying absolutely nothing at all.
2 megabytes of cache.
So now Luke's away to smash his alarm clock. We'll just leave him to it, and we'll get back to this. Windows Embedded POS Ready 2009. What we're going to do is we're going to accept the license agreement and click next. This keyboard's quite nice to type on for a consumer grade laptop, I must admit. And I can type. It's the Packard Bell iGo 6000. It's not a run of the mill Easy Note, isn't this? That's why it's still alive. The Easy Note series, I hate to say, they're not that good. Certainly not the mid 2000s ones.
Holy shit, Luke! You stripped this screw. I didn't strip it; it stripped itself.
Do-dee do 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 dee do dee do dee do. Okay, so now we're going to click.
Rode hard and put away wet. There's so much abuse on it.
Oh my! So we don't need to install additional storage devices. Everything on here is parallel ATA or IDE. So we're just going to click next. Please wait while setup loads drive and partition information. What I think we're going to do is just repartition the drive. Just totally just bleh. So let's do that now. So here's the part where I go bleh. And then just OK to confirm that I went bleh. And then unpartition space. Now to create a partition, I'll just use all the available space. Then what I plan to do is just select that partition, 37 gigs, all 37 gigs of it, it's 40 gig drive. And we want to perform a quick format here. The first time I ever installed POS Ready 2009, I forgot to do that. So what I'm going to do is just call this drive J. I always like to actually call a drive something. Otherwise it'd just call it new volume and it'd look very untidy. Excellent. And that will quick format when it's a way to install Windows. Right. Reset the input language. I don't need any complex script and right to left languages, nor do I need any support for East Asian languages. Actually, I probably will install that. So if there's any Japanese characters on web pages, it'll display them properly, and then I can be like, "Hey, I'm a man of the world. My computer can do Asian characters."
Hey, got the front off. Yeah.
Geographical location: United Kingdom, Greenwich Mean Time time zone, and standard format United Kingdom. Excellent. Now here let's do a custom install. My last video I talked about how certain things you didn't actually need to install. Well, have a look at this. Windows Media. So I can choose to install Media Player. I think I'm going to. Update root certificates. Yep, Randy has found out the hard way. He couldn't install Opera. And there's just Notepad on here. So I'm going to add Paint and Calculator. And I'm going to install the accessibility tools as that comes with the large mouse pointers. Definitely going to need that. And .NET Framework 2.0.
How is this still working? Just because it's a tape.
So when all else fails, you cheat.
Yeah, pretty much. And welcome to the video, Matthew H16.
Hello. So I couldn't get it for the life of me to install on a SATA drive, but if I installed, but it could see the drive, it just wouldn't install to it.
That's quite interesting.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
So what I'm actually going to do...
to an IDE drive and then clone it.
What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set the page size manually. You might be crying at me, but Jay, you don't know what you're doing! Actually, I do. I read in Computer Active that the best way to manage a paging file is to have it 1.5 times the size of your memory. So if you have 512 megs of RAM, set it to 768.
636.
636, thanks.
How did it just
You have to set it to bus 636.
So if you have 424 megs of RAM, don't ask me how you would get that amount, then yes, you would set it to 636. So I need to set this to 768. 768.
24 megs of RAM. There has to be a way.
Now,
GHD, link us onto that article.
Which article?
computer, I read it in a magazine.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
So,
It's from a magazine, it can't be very accurate.
it's from Computer Active, and I trust that magazine implicitly because they've never led me wrong.
Eh.
Look, the reason, a fixed page file size might not be, okay, some of you might think, but it needs to be flexible. But a fixed page size will actually stop your disk from fragmenting.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a good idea.
Yep.
I can kind of see that, although I don't really know if you even need paging files anymore, do you?
You do on old shitty computers.
I would definitely keep one. I would definitely keep one. So yeah, I've set it to 768 because this machine has 512 megs of RAM. And because it's got a mechanical hard disk, fragmenting is actually still a problem.
Ah. I just use a Susud.
Well, if you find me a reasonably good IDE SSID with cache in it that's a good price, then yeah, maybe I'd be inclined to
Randy
upgrade.
had a couple. He got those Transcend or whatever it was.
Yeah, but they're only 2 gigabytes. What are you going to do with the 2 gig
I
solid
thought you
state?
found like a 64 gig one.
I don't know, but he has 2 gig solid states. What are you going to do with the 2 gig solid state? I don't think much.
So I'm going to name this computer PBIGO-6000.
Jay,
Yep.
I found exactly what you need. They're like $60.
That's expensive.
I don't have $60.
Yeah, neither do I. But they actually do. They're IDE Susud.
Well, if, in the future, I might get one for the E500.
There you go.
Christmas time.
It's a Susud.
And to be honest, I think I'd sooner spend money on my main machine. But I'm waiting until SSDs become more reliable and
They are quick.
Yeah.
and I want a terabyte one.
Holy shit, Jay, that's gonna be like 6 months from now.
You don't really need a terabyte. You don't really need a terabyte SSD there. You only need like maybe 120 gigs.
No.
Just for your OS.
No, I don't. No. You see, the thing is, if you install files onto other hard disk partitions, you still have the problem where it'll still dump a load of files onto your main hard disk.
Mine's only 128 gigs, and I have 40 gigs available.
That's not enough.
Sure it
That
is.
first charge drive.
It is.
This was only 600 and something megabytes.
I also haven't gone through and cleaned up like a whole bunch of stuff. Like I have like 5 million different like GeForce drivers on here I can clean up, and
Hey, G Randy, you should make a video called eBay. You should make a video called shipping stuff for dummies, because clearly people don't know how to ship stuff.
I should.
So anyway, back to this.
6,000.
You can actually set your network settings manually now. But then again, how's it going to set them? Because this has got, by the time I finish, this will have 2 network cards in it. This machine doesn't come with wireless. But that's not really going to stop
You
me.
can add wireless, Jay.
I can put in a PC card.
Yeah, get like one of those Orinco cards.
I've got a PC MCIA card.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. I'm adding wireless. So it's going to have 2 network cards. Which is it going to set?
So now your laptop will have the Wi-Fi.
Yes, it will. This is a Packard Bell iGo 6000.
I go where?
That's what I was asking earlier. So I can join a work group, or I can join a domain right off the bat here. Now that does make sense to have in setup, because more than likely a POS system will probably be on a domain-centric network.
I had to do that with
Do
the
you guys
POS.
actually ever tried setting up your own domain just to see what happens?
Yes, I have actually.
I did it. Well, I had to because Windows Server requires a domain that runs Active Directory. But I don't actually use it for anything other than that's one machine because I've never really figured out. It seems to be more of a pain in the butt to try and use a domain than just to use a work group.
I've been able to set up Windows Server with work groups before.
Yeah, the thing is, the Windows Server that I'm running, Server 2008, I think it comes with like Microsoft Exchange or something, so it requires a domain to be set up because it runs Active Directory.
I've never
So
seen.
it basically is running a domain, but nothing else is using it.
But I mean, you could set up all your other machines. I mean, having a domain, it allows you to, have everything in one central location and set up all of your permissions from that location. It's quite useful. It's better than the Windows NT4 way of doing things. You can see the files that you're not supposed to be able to access. I remember that at my old school. It was like you'd to get to your user file. What you would do is the technician had it set up on. You'd have three shared drives for your student account and 4 for your staff account because you had admin.
Yeah.
But you'd go to your if I wanted to save work, I would go to my user drive. So users on TempLab. That'd be your drive, and then I would see folders for every staff member and student.
I remember when I started in high school,
Mm-hmm.
they screwed up the network mapping.
Yeah.
So basically, when you logged in, it wouldn't automatically map your network drive. So you basically had to go onto the server manually and find your directory. It would show everybody's directory, like it had everybody's account name and all. But luckily, it wouldn't actually let you view any of their files.
No, neither did.
Right.
Neither did ours. I mean, everyone's directory was shown on the shared network drive.
Yeah, you could see their folders. You just couldn't see the files inside.
Yeah. That's
So at
secure.
least they got part of it right.
Yeah. I mean, I have my school technician, as some of you will probably know, he was a great guy and he knew what he was doing and what have you. I like the guy. Everyone did. He built my custom built, yeah. I'm friends with his daughter on Facebook, actually.
I got AS5 all over this.
Oh dear.
Luke, stop using AS5.
I mean, I have experimented with domains. I did some back in 2012. Did some work on networking and what have you. Just to.
The summer of '69.
I wasn't around then.
Oh shit.
If I was, you'd have probably found me at Woodstock. Actually, no, you'd have found me up here going, I can't get to Woodstock.
Oh shit! What am I supposed to do?
What am I supposed to...
Back then they would let you drive.
Possibly, yeah. Hang on, Randy, how am I... What? No.
Hey guys.
How am I supposed to drive from Aberdeen, Scotland, to wherever Woodstock was, which is probably somewhere in America?
Well, Woodstock was everywhere.
Oh, right, I thought it was a... It's like, oh yeah, my VW camper would drive over the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, drive over the ocean, man. Drive over the ocean.
My bonny...
Body lies over the ocean.
It's like, my bonny camper lies over the ocean.
A derp.
Yeah, drive. No, I meant the Woodstock where Jimi Hendrix was playing.
Oh, that was in New York, I think.
Yeah, so apparently I'm going to drive from Aberdeen, Scotland to Woodstock in New York.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I could...
Sounds like fun until you hit the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
So, and Oregon Trail wasn't around then, so I couldn't think, maybe I could cock the camper and just sail it across.
I always do that.
Hey, Jay turned his camper into a boat. It'd be like Richard Hammond. He actually did turn a VW van into a barge.
Oh my god.
Some dirty rat stole my floppy drive.
They actually knew how to cool a graphics card back
The
then.
dirty rat stole my floppy drive.
They actually knew how to cool a laptop graphics card in 2005.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
I
wow.
had a nice heat pipe set up in it.
Yeah, my Dell Latitude D800 has got NVIDIA graphics and that's still around.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe it? But then again, that thing was around since 2003. I don't know when my particular one was shipped. I'll have a look on Dell's website. I'll put in the asset tag. So this is going to take a while to go through the various screens. But once once Windows Embedded POS Ready 2009 is installed, I will actually go through it with you and just show you what Windows POS Ready 2009 looks like off of the bat. And then we'll go ahead and install some drivers, because yay drivers! Here we are. We've gotten Windows POS Ready 2009 installed, but Jay, I hear you cry, you're in safe mode. Well, that's because I was trying to do some troubleshooting. If I move the mouse pointer, nothing happens on screen. Absolutely hee-haw. And now, if I try and type anything, again, hee-haw is happening on screen. Windows POS Ready 2009 seems to have lost support for the mouse and keyboard. As you saw, it was working perfectly fine in the setup environment, but not here. So it looks like this machine is going to have to go back to XP. I'm going to have to finish this video off using yet another laptop. So I will get one out. Okay, take two. We're using the Dell Latitude C640 to install POS Ready 2009. As you can see in the installation environment, the mouse pointer works, but we'll have to see if it works on the first reboot. Oh, the suspense is killing me! Okay, so now we've booted up the Dell Latitude C640. It's going to be the first boot sent out of the setup environment.
Genius and say, fix it.
And Luke's got a broken iPod.
Broken iPod.
Alright,
My broken iPod.
Windows setup is starting.
Formatting. I don't know how to fix it, though.
And this will take quite some time. So it looks now like the mouse is working. See, I'm doing stuff and the mouse is just going wee.
Funny story, speaking of wee, when I was a kid, instead of going wee, for some reason I would say wee in the bushes. Wee in the bushes.
In the bushes.
Yeah.
In the bushes.
So yeah, so that's basically Billy in his childhood telling all the world how you do toilet outdoors in the great outdoors.
Yeah, I would always say that when I would be on a swing or something, or going down a slide.
Oh, I had lots of wee idiosyncratic things I used to say. It's like if something was away, I'd be like, gone, vanished. And I always used to say, instead of crisps, you know, we call potato chips crisps. Instead of crisps, I always used to say crisps.
Christmas.
Crisps. Sounds like you're calling a cat.
And in December, did you celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, no, I think Christmas I was okay with. I mean, I was Christmas '93. I think I think I was singing the Christmas song. It was on a starry night when the hills were bright. King of all. I don't know. I think the song has another title, but it was Earth Lay Sleeping. It's like I thought Earth Lay was the name of a person. Earth Lay Sleeping. You know, that's what he's doing. He's asleep. He's away to his bed. Not Earth Lay Sleeping. And in fact, that is a lie. That is a lie right there, because it's like, you know, it was a starry night in one time zone, but I mean, it's like, you know, if it's a starry night in the UK, Australia's wide awake. It's halfway through Christmas Day already. It's like, Merry Christmas, mate. Here's a 2-litre bottle of pop.
2-litre bottle of pop.
There's no such thing as a Core 2 quad clocked at 2.4 gigahertz because it's 1993. So here's an Intel 486 clocked at 66 megahertz.
That's a 486 DX4.
DX466, right enough. One of my many tapes.
It'd be OS2 time.
Yeah. It's OS2 time.
Since it's OS2, you'd be hearing stuff like whoosh.
They went totally over the top with sound effects in OS2 Warp 4.
I love those sound effects. That was so cool.
You know, I'm gonna have to admit, I've never really used much of OS2.
They have, like, these sounds.
I love that.
It sounds like the THX sound you hear at the movies.
It kind of does. Oh, wow.
It's so 90s as that.
Of course, it sounds like this. Of course, this sound.
Wicked. I'm going to have to download the OS2 sounds and just use them for a while.
I like them.
I like the startup sound.
I want to put OS2 on either the Gateway or the Packard Bell. I can't figure out which will be better compatible with it.
Yeah, I think since you'll have the CF card adapter, you can just hot swap between all the stuff.
I might put it on the Packard Bell just because there's a Pentium in there.
How big is the hard drive? How big is the CF card in there?
4 gig, but I'm going to use a separate one anyway. So.
Yeah, it has to be under 4 gig for OS2 to work, otherwise it'll throw a wobbly. It'll be like, no.
So that's why OS2 failed, because it was a whiny little brat.
Pretty much, eh? Yeah, spoiled
I
brat.
guess I'll just get myself a 2 gig one, stick it on there.
Yeah, if you can get the drivers for everything as well.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Packard Bell. I'd have to get them all off the master CD.
Yeah, I mean, I had trouble with OS2.
I want to put it on like an IBM PS2 or something because that's where it belongs. But
Oh yeah. Where are we gonna get one of those from? We're not UXW.
I don't know, Jay.
We're not UXW Bell. We don't just happen upon these things.
UXW Bill finds them everywhere in Illinois because Illinois is just rife with them.
Then again, he took a road trip to Kentucky.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
With the keykeeper. And he came back, he had his Chevy S10 absolutely full to the brim with
the truckling.
Yeah, the ugly truckling. Oh. And then you've got...
As Weasel said on Max Arcade's video of his truck starting, it was like, I hate to say this, but nice big white piece of junk.
I must admit, I do enjoy talking to Weasel.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good guy.
He is. Yeah, we were talking about zip disks firing, like, just... Pew! Big brown piece of junk. Stereo dust particles. Ads. I need to think up some more as well. Just I mean, we Weasel was on about Farhead in a cat. We were on about Liquid Farhead and I accidentally said, well, Firehead in a can. And Weasel was saying, well, that could be a good name for it, Firehead in a can. How did I get in this can? How do I get out of it?
A fur head in a can, I hear, tastes like a really greasy hot dog.
No, you drink it. You drink it, and it's just like it's like Popeye with spinach, and then suddenly you're able to do anything, like just pull a big brown piece of junk out. All right, time to fix me a truck. Well, we're finally here, ladies and gentlemen, on the Dell Latitude C640. Look, it's I can use the mouse, and look, I can even type, which actually administrator, which actually leads me on to something that I would like to say. If all else fails, use a Dell. Seriously. And now I'm going to type in the password to actually get me into the machine. And now we're going to see Windows POS Ready 2009 untouched, unmolested. And yes, it does use the classic Windows logon. Oh look, we actually have working sound. The first of my POS Ready 2009 machines to do so out of the box. Because it's basically a flattened version of Windows XP Service Pack 3. But I'm guessing graphics it probably doesn't. Hey. So I'm going to install those separately anyway.
There we go.
Oh, is that you on your...
Yay, bedside computer.
Yes, my Leon T. Biscuit is down there.
Except this is a Mullercaster now.
Oh.
Are you still recording, Jay?
I am, yep.
Okay.
But I know Billy is dying to show off something, so what I will do is I will install the drivers. First off, we're going to have a look, see how small the start menu is. Nothing in there. There is a shortcut to internet, but there's no My Documents, no My Pictures, nothing. It's very simple. But as you've seen on the Dell Latitude D510, you can actually put all these things back. So what I plan to do now is just go ahead and install all the drivers, and then I will come back to you. So, yeah, there's no graphics drivers, there's hee-haw. So I will come back to you with that. So here we are, we've got all the drivers installed now, and you just install the drivers in the same way you would install drivers on Windows XP, just, load them up. Regular XP drivers will work, however if you've, certainly on this machine, I've got Dell system updates. They're really not needed. This machine was from around 2003, so that's not needed at all. I do like this machine a lot, the Dell Latitude C640. A lot of people don't like them, a lot of people don't like the Mobile Pentium 4s.
I actually have a soft spot in my heart for them.
I do as well, because the two that I've got, you've seen in this video, the Packard Bell iGo and the Dell Latitude C640, I really like them. They actually work quite well for what they are, they're not intolerably slow. They don't leave you with a really bad aftertaste like the Northwood Celeron 2.8 gigahertz. That thing is terrible. Oh, I hate it so much. Ugh.
Just don't even think about it.
Any Pentium 4 Celeron leaves a bad aftertaste in your mouth.
I still want an Acer Travelmate 230 with one of them.
Even the Prescott Celeron's so bad.
Oh my goodness. I think I've lost my two. I'll probably put a Pentium 4 in it or something. Oh, the Prescott Celeron. The Celeron D. Oh, don't even get me started.
Yeah, the Celeron D. I have one of those.
Don't even get me started. My Cube had one of those.
When you change permissions on a hard drive.
It struggles.
That's serious, too.
It struggles when you try to browse the interweb.
It struggles when you turn the frickin' thing on.
It does, it really does, actually. I'm not even kidding on. You know, my
No
Cube...
exaggeration, it literally struggles to even work.
My Cube had, those of you who remember the Cube, it had a Celeron 2.8. No, it was a 2.66 Celeron D. Oh my goodness, how the pair things struggled. It was like...
Windows 2000 belongs on a Celeron like that.
Yeah. Well, I upgraded it to a Pentium 4 540 HT. Press hot.
I upgraded again to a Pentium 3.
You should have gone to a Pentium 3. So here we are. All the drivers are installed. Everything is, apart from the modem, obviously. Derp. Oh dear. Looks like I'll need to go online to get the modem drivers.
What the fuck are you
How ironic.
I don't know. It's I'm capting OCD. So naturally, everything needs installed.
It might be Windows Update too, though.
Yep. This is what I plan to show. So I'm just a way to connect to my Wi-Fi now. I'm a way to connect to the Wi-Fi phone. So what?
Wi-Fi's connected to the internet phone.
Excellent. And I want to... I'll run Windows. I'll let it search online for the modem drivers.
You need to screen capture.
No, I don't want to search for them on the 7 disk. Not the Windows 7 POS Ready 2009 disk. What am I talking about?
I was about to say you're running 7 on there.
No way. I would never do. I would never run 7 on a single core system, apart from the Pentium 4 540 HT. I mean that runs fine because it's a hyper threading, so it thinks it's a dual core, which is, you know, just let it believe that. It runs quite well actually.
These noises, I like them.
There's the one with the brass instrument sounds that I'm not too keen on for whatever reason.
I can't remember what that one is.
They use it on the Swedish autumn and winter themed.
Oh, I love the song, or the sound.
That is a nice sound.
That's nice.
That's nice. While we're looking for that, let me show you something else that you can do. In fact, I probably should install i8 first, so that's what I'll do. I'll jump cut again. So now we're actually gonna go and... Jings, I've lost track of what I'm saying. Gonna go to Microsoft Update. What we're going to do is... update on the grease. We're all really very looped right now. Install them.
Stupid, sorry.
We need to install the latest Windows Update software, which would be nice. Because this machine doesn't come with Windows Update at all. It doesn't seem, but you can obviously use it. And it works. Windows Update for XP finally works again. I am so happy about that, which is good, because it's fantastic.
Fantastic.
What I want to do is get Microsoft Update today, as opposed to getting it tomorrow, or Friday, or whatever day it is, Thursday. Today is Tuesday, March the 18th, 2014, by the way. It has been all day. But it's only about 6:10 in the morning. But Windows Update works perfectly fine. Oh, here comes the yellow bar of derp. Damn it, Randy!
Randy, you're yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, you just went to BRB anyway. Look at abandoning the yellow.
Yeah, he's never mind. But We're going to check for some updates, which is nice.
That's nice.
Gonna custom, and there we go. I did install IE8, by the way, so that's on. You do need Internet Explorer 8. Try and download the installer from another computer, stick it on a flash disk and put it in the back of whatever computer you're using, or if it's a desktop, the front. I personally prefer to stick my USB. I prefer to stick my USB disk drives in the front. I don't know why I always have done.
On POS Ready, I've actually downloaded IE8 using IE7.
Yeah, you probably could do that as well. I always keep some files though. You know, and I always keep Service Pack 2 and 3 for XP systems. Although pretty soon I'm going to be able to purge my flash disk of those. Oh no, who's messaging me now?
The government.
Oh yeah, it's the government.
Yes, YouTube, I want to sign in as my regular username. Don't.
Oh, bloody YouTube and that.
It does it every time I'm on another browser. It's really annoying.
Rawr.
What?
Okay.
I'm getting really sick and tired of stupid fucking eBay people.
Been there, done that.
So now we've got a list of programs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to install the .NET frameworks first of all, and then I'm going to install all the rest of the updates. Anyway, this concludes this video on how to install Windows POS Ready 2009. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please feel free to leave a comment. Also, please feel free to please feel free to view my channel if you liked what this video was about. Also, if you like what we do, please feel free to like the Facebook page. The URL for all of those should follow. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me for my next video.